Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about every single thing that you need to know for upgrading that brand new weapon you just got in Squad Alpha. Now firstly, there might be a couple of reasons that you might want to upgrade this weapon you just got. It could be the name of the gun, something like Demon Strike or Event Horizon. It could be the way the gun looks, like Jigsaw or Destroyer. Or it could be the way that it's a legendary weapon, the best class of weapon in the game. Whatever it is, we're here to help you upgrade it. So let's start. Upgrading it 10 times, which requires 7,500 cash and 165 scrap, will get you to the weapon's first limit break. I'm going to use Devour as a visual example throughout this video, so just keep that in mind. To gray limit break weapon, and yes, you heard that right, gray limit break. There are 5 different opportunities to limit break your weapon, and those 5 times all correspond to a color, where the first limit break is gray, the second is green, third is blue, fourth is gold, and the fifth is purple. I should probably also mention that the number of limit breaks required also increases per level. So gray is 1 limit break part, green is 2, blue is 3, gold is 4, and finally purple is 5. So there's only 1 gray limit break part for weapons. That means there's only 6 gray limit breaks parts in total. So finding one is quite easy. If you don't happen to have a gray limit break part, then there's no worries at all. By going into the workshop tab in the inventory page and clicking on resources before scrolling all the way down, we can see that we're allowed to transform a weapon part. We can do this by combining 2 gray weapon parts and then choosing the one we want. Once we limit break the weapon, we're allowed to start upgrading it again. By upgrading the weapon 10 more times, we get our first rank up checkpoint. Ranking up a gun is kind of similar to limit breaking, however, it differs in these ways. You need to rank up your weapons different times after you limit break them, where you only need to rank up once for gray limit break, twice for green limit break, 3 times for blue, 4 for gold, and 5 for purple. Also, ranking up a gun requires differing amounts of what are called tools, where you need 5 per rank up in gray, 10 for green, 15 for blue, 20 for gold, and finally 25 for purple. I won't go into the math and total cost of upgrading it all here, but I think you'll be able to get the idea that it can be quite expensive to fully max out a weapon, especially tool-wise. Once you rank up your gun, you can rank up 10 more times, and there, you reach your second limit break stage, where you need 2 green limit breaks. This time, like we've already mentioned. Since there's now 2 green limit break parts per weapon, which gives us a total of 12 different limit break parts, that means we'll probably have to use either the upgrade or transform limit break pieces functions in the workshop. If you don't already know, you can make a green limit break part by selecting 2 gray limit break pieces, which will give you a random green limit break piece. I'll be letting you guys know how many pieces it requires to either upgrade or transform limit break pieces for each stage from now on. As you can probably guess, after ranking up our weapon twice, we arrive at the blue limit break stage, which I've already mentioned requires 3 limit break pieces. To create a blue limit break piece, we need 3 green limit break pieces, and to transform, we need 4. Again, doing the math, 3 limit break pieces for all 6 guns means 18 different limit break pieces exist for blue, which ultimately means that we'll definitely need to be using either the transform or upgrade features in the workshop. Quite a bit if we want to upgrade our weapon. Once we blue limit break our weapon, it's on to gold. To transform, it's 4 blue limit break pieces, to upgrade to a gold 1, and 5 to transform. 4 limit break pieces per gun, and we have 24 different limit break pieces. I'm sure that by now this is starting to sound a little bit like our last video, where we went over the problems with the events in Squad Alpha. However, in this video, I'm going to remain neutral on the subject as to whether or not it's fair when upgrading weapons in terms of limit breaks and even tools, which can be quite costly and hard to find. Obviously, you need a ton of different things to fully upgrade your new weapon. However, it probably should be difficult to fully max out a gun, so that there's a larger gap in between different players and the Rift game mode stays competitive. Anyways, after our gold limit break, you can probably guess what's up next. It's purple. 5 limit break pieces per gun, which means that there are 30 different purple limit break pieces in the game of Squad Alpha. 6 purple limit break pieces to transform, and 5 gold ones, and you can finally have a max level gun. Now, obviously, fully upgrading a gun is pretty expensive. By going onto the squad wiki on Fandom, it's nice to summarize that you need 162,500 cash, 15,055 scrap, and 150 tools. It doesn't mention anything about limit break pieces. However, from some quick math, and we can find out that you need 15 different limit break pieces. 1 gray, 2 green, 3 blue, 5 gold, and 5 purple. Obviously, all of this is a ton of work, so here's our advice. Prioritizing things like Operations Game Mode, where you can get lots of cash and weapon scrap, is helpful. You also get resource tokens, which can be used to open the parts chest in the shop, which can give you random limit break pieces. Completing all 15 floors of the Expedition Game Mode can give you 2 tools and a predetermined limit break piece, both of those being really helpful. You can also craft tools in the workshop for 1,000 scrap. However, I would advise against it, seeing as 1,000 scrap is obviously quite a lot for only one tool. So don't do it unless you're one tool away from a rank up. You can buy small amounts of weapon scrap from daily offers in the shop and from Skirmish. However, it's not really a reliable source of weapon scrap. Finally, doing things like campaigns and hunting can help you with cash and weapon scrap. So that's it. You now know exactly how to fully max out your brand new gun in Squad Alpha. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and make sure to subscribe, comment anything like other questions you might have or things you liked about the video, and make sure to like the video too. We're Squad Alpha Insider. See ya!